Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the very first edition of Front Page. I'm your host, Casey Rose. I hope everyone had a very great weekend. I didn't really do much this weekend, I'm not going to lie to you, but I did have the opportunity to check out Dave & Buster's. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with Dave & Buster's, there's actually one here off in International Drive, right outside the I-4 near SeaWorld. Probably the best staff I've ever had. Shout out to Rebecca there, who was one of the waitresses. She treated my family like royalty that day, and we just had a blast there. The kids had a great time, had a blast, and it was good times. I gotta tell you. As for Sunday, I didn't really do anything on Sunday, with the exception of just laid back with the family. We had a Sunday dinner, watched a couple movies, and that was pretty much it. Let me just say that again, welcome to my new episode, to my new podcast, really. This is actually the first of many. Today's episode is going to be only about 7 minutes, a little over 7 minutes, maybe just shy of 10 minutes. Reason being, it's the pilot, and we are looking to get picked up pretty soon. Basically, the show is basically about creating a platform for people who pretty much are looking for their big break, whether you're an actor, actress, singer, whatever, a rapper. If you have any special talents that you got and you just really want that big break, you want that opportunity, you want that exposure, we're creating a platform for you guys, whether you're African American, Chinese, white, black, Indian, it doesn't matter. This is the platform for you. So every now and then we're going to be interviewing people that just want to have their big break. We're going to be giving away prizes. We're going to obviously have discussing the latest headlines. We're going to have what's called Advice Corner, where you call in, or you can either call in or email in your questions when you need advice. Discussing celebrities and a lot more. So again, just welcome. And first and foremost, I just want to say special prayers go out to those affected by the recent earthquake in Alaska. Definitely prayers go out to the families affected. The last I checked, there weren't any casualties, thankfully, and we're hoping things turn back to normal very soon. In other news, President George H.W. Bush died at the age of 94. George Bush, the 41st president of the United States, had a long life in the public eye, was defined by his service, and has passed away this past Thursday. His wife of 73 years, Barbara Bush, died back in April, and Mr. Bush was hospitalized the day after the funeral to be treated for an infection in his bloodstream. He suffered a number of health issues in his later years, including vascular complications, a condition similar to Parkinson's disease, and has been using a wheelchair to get around since the hospitalization. His son, former President George Bush, issued a statement calling his father a man of high character and the best dad a son or daughter could ask for. The entire Bush family and the United States of America is deeply grateful for his legacy. Bush was 94. A Baltimore woman arrested for murdering a sleepless baby at a daycare in the emotional hearing Tuesday. 24-year-old Leah Walden pled guilty to the murder of 8-month-old Reese Bauman last year at a daycare center in downtown Baltimore. In a court hearing Tuesday, the Maryland state attorney said Walden had told a coworker she was sick and tired of the crying baby and threatened to punch the infant in her face. When Walden returned from lunch at the Rockets Tier Learning Center, the baby was in the crib, wide awake during nap time. That's when video footage shown Walden slapping Reese while in the crib as she pinned down the infant with one arm while the baby was kicking for survival. Walden then snatched the baby from the crib, pushed her back down, and stuffed blankets over her face, causing her to suffocate. Reese, who was only 8-months-old, unfortunately passed away due to the suffocation. Walden, however, was sentenced to 70 years in prison. A man accused of animal cruelty on Long Island was charged Friday after a video shows him kicking and choking a dog in the parking lot of a McDonald's. Police say 47-year-old man Williams Roberts of Bayshore was seen choking a female pit dog, lifting her off her feet by the collar and repeatedly throwing her to the ground at the Bayshore location. A concerned citizen posted a video of the incident to social media. This, along with surveillance video and witness statements, helped lead investigators to Roberts' arrest. The dog, whose name is Princess, was transported to an emergency vet for evaluation. Officials have not yet released information on the dog's condition. Speaking of dogs, one of the biggest dogs in hip-hop today, Meek Mill, the Philly rapper album Championship, has debuted at number 1 this past weekend. Meek Mill is very aware of the hype surrounding his new album Championships, his first LP since the rapper was released from prison back in April. In fact, it might be the reason why his new project went from being a surprise to his fans to a national fight for his long overhaul fight for prison reform. Meek Mill, as you know, has been a public advocate for fighting for his very controversial topic in the black community. Couples alert. Now, this next story here could be one or two things. It could either be real love or just another love and hip-hop storyline. Either way, Safari and Erica Mena are now a couple. Erica Mena and Safari from Love and Hip Hop are reportedly dating. The couple was spotted holding hands while wearing matching furs at the Nets game back on November 28th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Front page captured video of the reality stars entering the arena looking quite cozy as they wave to the fans. Congrats if it's true, I guess, right? Birthday announcements. Special birthday shout out to pop singer Britney Spears, who turned 37 this past weekend. And also special shout out to Jay-Z, who turns 49 tomorrow. Like, what do you get a guy like Jay-Z who has it all, huh? What about a Hollywood Walk of Fame? A star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? Something, right? Seems like he has it all. And now another moment of Casey's Advice Corner. Here you can ask me, in this particular segment, you can ask me anything from love advice, education, job advice, advice from family members. And again, it's called Advice Corner. And our very first question came in this morning from Sean Malachi from Queens, New York. Sean says, it's been 6 months since I've been dating my girl. Should I be okay with her dating other guys? I'm only 24. Well, for one, you just said it, you're 24, and it's only been 6 months, so you really have to just kind of like find that common ground, Sean. Find that common ground and find out where you guys stand. Are you guys an item or you're not an item? And from there, you'll be able to really put your foot down on whether or not it's okay, because obviously you're telling us because you feel uncomfortable with her dating other guys. So if this is someone you really want to spend the rest of your life with, you definitely want to just find out where do you guys stand, and you can definitely take it from there. Definitely wish you all the best. I know dating today isn't as easy as it was say 5-10 years ago. The other day I was reading an article. So funny, the other day I was reading an article and while I was at the doctor's office, and it basically said, is someone a coworker dated definitely off limits? So as you know, dating a coworker is, potentially awkward territory, right? But what about dating someone your coworker has already dated? It's a little more complicated because there's a lot of risk involved, and both scenarios are pretty sensitive. Like sometimes you may struggle to keep work and play separate, as you may have, and sometimes you might have some very awkward encounters, like both of you guys end up in the elevator at work, right? But still, like when it comes to dating someone your coworker dated, are you really the rebound? Tell us what you think. Honestly, my honest opinion with that is, truthfully, the only way you'll really know if a coworker is cool with you dating one of their exes is to talk to them directly about it. If you feel strongly about dating this person, at least be upfront about it and your colleague before dating. And please don't wait till after. All right. So that's going to be our question of the day, guys. If someone you dated, especially if they dated a recent coworker, is it definitely off limits for you? Can you take your risk? Can you shoot your shot? Let me know what you think. Just send us an email at axfrontpage@gmail.com, and we'll respond to your email each and every Monday live on the air. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Front Page. We'll see you guys next time.